A New York City apartment redesign is an incredibly intimidating process. From getting the right permits to the selection of the materials, it's hard to do without help.
Some of the consequences of trying to do a renovation on your own or hiring a handyman are that a renovation in New York City, especially Manhattan, is a very complicated process. There's a lot of moving parts, and most people are not experienced with dealing with all of the different aspects of the renovation. It's not just hiring a handyman. When you're dealing with an apartment building, there's a lot of other factors outside of just your apartment that may affect your renovation. And you need someone that has experience in dealing with all of those factors.
After the design process is finished, most clients don't understand everything else that's involved with putting the project together, starting with filing the permits, speaking to the management companies, dealing with the neighbors is a significant issue. I think what really separates us from most other contractors in the city is that some people decide to hire a designer, then they hire an architect, and then they bring in a contractor. Those three groups have never worked together as one. That's where a lot of problems occur. The contractor has the plans and then says, well, we can't do this. This is impossible to build this way. With MyHome, we control the entire process. All the separate departments speak to each other and discuss things before the problem occurs. And I think that is the main difference.
Some of the advantages with going with an established firm like MyHome is that we offer experts in every department. You're hiring a team, you're not hiring an individual person.
The permit process can be incredibly confusing because the average citizen doesn't pull their own permit. It has to be either pulled by an architect, an engineer, or a contractor. But in order to know which permit is required, we have to go through the entire approval process, which includes the architect review. So one would need expertise and experience in order to handle it. Well, I take the entire stress away from the client by handling the entire approval process on my own. I'm the only point of contact that is required from them. I gather all the information. I know who to gather it from, what's required. I understand all the terminology that's used. So it's difficult for one to do on their own without having that sort of experience in the field of remodeling or renovations.
When working with MyHome Design, their team can handle the hard stuff so that you can handle the fun stuff.
So after we have the measurement meeting at the client's apartment, we set up a design meeting in the showroom. It's in the theater district. We have a very expansive showroom with samples of all different types of materials that we'll need to complete the renovation. So we have kitchen cabinet and bathroom vignettes. We have cabinetry samples, countertops, fixtures, flooring, everything you could imagine to help the client realize their dream, you name it.
So the idea behind the renovation was we had just purchased the apartment and it hadn't been updated for a while, so it was definitely livable, but not updated.
And we checked out a couple other contractors, and the nice thing about MyHome is that they had worked in this building before, and so that was definitely a selling point when they actually know our building, know the owners and the management here. And also they had a showroom, which was great to be able actually to see the finishes and the products that we would potentially get. I have to say, when I walked through the first day that we moved in, because we didn't live here while they were doing the renovations, I was just kind of floored by how much it looked like what we had envisioned originally in our head. And so I'm just so happy with the end product, and it feels like home.
MyHome has renovated thousands of apartments in New York City. With this experience, MyHome is able to guide clients through the renovation process to make it a smooth transition from stage to stage and get the construction done as quickly as possible, because nobody wants the process to drag on.
For a free consultation and estimate of your renovation, visit their website, myhomeus.com, or watch this segment again at designingspaces.tv.